section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga, woof. I'm an 88 pack nigga, woof. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Just got off the phone from Prince Khalid of Saudi Arabia. He told me this fight's a 100% on. August 14th, 2021, summertime. All eyes of the world will be on the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And I cannot wait, repeat, cannot wait to smash Anthony Joshua on the biggest stage of all times. This is going to be the biggest sporting event ever to grace the planet Earth. Do not miss it. All eyes on us. Peace out. God bless. See you all in Saudi. Yes.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed. Let's drain them. Dwayne Jones, the Brothers UK, Mr. Paz, Adrian Vett, King Jr., Katie Peeps, Don Shada, Anwar Willis, Stephen Lamont, what up? King Corleone, Viva Tu Vida, what up? Black Alpha, Jamel Allen, Robert Singleton, Ghetto Like Boxing, Macadon 1, David Scott III, Pink Meadows, good morning, sis. I'm sorry, apologizing ahead of time. Egalitarian 207, salute to you, fam. Had to go slow. Rick Blackwell, Big Homie Coop, what up? Eric Ho. And we got some jumping. Damn. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Wayman Davis, King Vonnie, the Troll Killer, Mr. Shelton. Of course, they're going to dislike. Don't matter. They were here already. I got their eyeballs. I got their eyeballs because they on my balls. Because I stand tall, boss. See how easy it is? I got their eyeballs because they on my balls, but I stand tall. But most of all, I am unflawed. See how easy it is? It's easy. From the Bronx, man. Come on now. King Jr., Macadon 1, Darren Cummins. Bert! It's good. Boxing and barbecue. You coming to the fight, Bert? Mauricio Drago, Slip the Jab in the building. Kevin Dunbar. Shepherd King. Akando. Southern T Boxing. I am Ill Will, my brother. He'll be in Vegas. Unscripted Virtuoso. Sweet Tea, salute, sis. Next week, mate, next week. Healer, the mind, body coach. Go subscribe to my brother. Put your link in the chat, family. Mark Casey. All right, let's get to it. Gold, what up? Where you been at? It's a fight in NY coming up. Not soon. I'm talking about Fury's funeral in Vegas. Next fight in NY. Slide through, Vic. You know how to find me, brother. You got my number. Jay Walk, Mr. King Palmer, salute. All right. Let's get it. Language, ladies and gentlemen, language. It's so important. Language is so important. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you guys on a magical journey. Retros for life, salute. Rashad, what up? Take you guys on a magical journey. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you guys a lot of things today. Ghost, what up? I'm just gonna prove my point. You know how I do. I make a statement, and then I like to prove my case. All right. The statement that I steadily make, and that we all make, is media is FOS, full of, old media. And even some of the people today that uses the same platform because all these platforms are at our disposal. The great thing about the internet is that everyone can use it, but that's also the bad part because sometimes it's like giving a child a gun that never busts a shot in their life, and it's horrible. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prove exactly that. The power of words, the power of language. It is so important. And depending on which side of history you're choosing to be on, you'll like some things and dislike the other. 909, salute. So, salute to the general in the building. He says, I'm not going live this morning, bro. All right. I trust everything's good. We'll catch you on trail. Salute to the general in the building. How'd that go away? What the hell I hit? Oh, okay. General's in the building. All right, so let's cook. Everyone in here should be subscribed to 78 Sports, so I ain't even got to say it. It's the general right there. CB Sports TV in the building. What's good? Jay Walk, what up? All right. So we all understand the power of words. Word is important. I know. So let's go to the good old share screen. Let's go right here. Y'all can see that. This is boxing scene. Fury. What's Wilder gonna say? We've heard enough excuses. Probably best he didn't speak. Tyson Fury. This is from Keith Heidick. Tyson Fury ridiculed Deontay Wilder for refusing to speak during a press conference last Tuesday in Los Angeles. Understandably, the unbeaten WBC heavyweight champion complained that Wilder wasn't doing his part to promote their ESPN Fox Sports pay-per-view fight July 24th at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. The former champion's nemesis called Wilder a ish house ussy. I'm trying to watch my language. For listening to music at the press conference, unfolded and determined that Wilder is weak mentally for not answering questions from moderator Christina Poncher, and later the small army of media members that packed the Novo by Microsoft at LA Live. Ultimately, Fury figured it was wise of Wilder to avoid answering questions because Fury feels would have had an impossible time explaining all the excuses he has made for his 7th round technical knockout defeat to Fury in February of 2020. What's he going to say? Fury told a group of reporters. I think we've all heard enough of them excuses. Probably best he didn't speak because then no one could ask him any questions about why he's been saying all that stuff. So probably good idea, actually. Let me stop right there real quick. They go on to talk. Matter of fact, I ain't got to go any further. Talked about, 35-year-old Wilder Drew hey, my name is in there, Wilder Drew. Criticism of suggesting that the 40-plus pound costume he wore for his long ring walk weakened him before the fight. So obviously, now again, language is important, ladies and gentlemen. Language is important. All right. They keep talking about a 40-pound costume, right? But they're not. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Is there enough information available now about this 40-pound costume that people could connect dots? Boss Red, salute. D-Man Jr. There's more than enough information out there. Am I lying? But they just call it excuses, right? They just call all of it excuses. Let me go back to this real quick. Okay. They talk about they've also accused Fury of loaded gloves, which led to Fury putting a dent in the side of Wilder's head. You know what's interesting? Did the media at any point in time say that dent was a part of boxing and that just happens? Did any media outlet outside of us say that that's a little suspicious. We know accidents happen. The only thing that we've heard in response to anything in reference to a dent in the head was Sugar Hill talking about how he taught Fury how to turn punches and he should have got more knockouts. And we're going to address knockouts in a minute. Okay? They go on to talk about the hard-hitting. Wilder fired his assistant trainer too because Mark Breland threw in the towel during the 7th round to prevent Wilder from suffering more damage. Now stop right there. No, wait, let me go ahead. And infuriated Wilder fired Breland because he instructed his team and members never to throw in the towel and later called Breland disloyal. Now, what are they leaving out here? Tell me what they're leaving out. BFTB in the building. Sorry, guys. I keep jumping from screen to screen to read this, and I don't see the chat sometimes. Blessings. I see y'all, family. Alfred, get Charlotte. What up? What are they leaving out? Thank you. They're not even going to address that. I wonder why, because you know what? If it was Bullocks, if he was mad for saying that, why didn't they just throw it? That would be plastered all over this article. Well, let me finish reading it. Maybe it's in there. I don't know. Let me see. I'm scanning. I don't see it. Wilder didn't answer questions about any of those topics, but Fury didn't take offense to Wilder's silence. He didn't take offense to Wilder's silence? Yes, he did. No, I'm not interested, said Fury. People say stuff when they're under immense pressure. I don't see anything about water in here. You notice that? I read. So if you're reading this article for the first time and you don't know what's going on, what you got from there is, oh, he said he was weak because he lost because of a 40-pound suit. He got beat up. The ref stopped, his corner stopped it to save his life. He fired his trainer because he was mad that he lost and he didn't follow directions. And he said something about his suit being too heavy. So if you're just learning about this, what this does is paint Wilder to be an excuse maker. Language. Davis, salute. Accurate aim, salute. Language. Let me see the rest of this before, because I'll be honest with you, I didn't read. I just skimmed through it. Wilder kept JD's his longtime manager and head trainer as part of the team. Malik Scott and retired heavyweight Wilder knocked out in the first round 7 years ago, replaced and demoted D's as Wilder's head trainer, though. So when I read this, they make it look like it's a bad thing. They painted Breland as disloyal. Threw in the towel, later called Breland disloyal. Wilder kept JD's. So if you're looking at this, you're like, well, who the hell is JD's? They never explain who JD's is. Well, I'm sorry, they do. His longtime co-manager and head trainer as part of the team. But again, if you're reading this and you're new, you don't know what the real beef is between Breland and D's and why this was a big deal. They don't get into detail about that. Then they say Malik Scott, a retired heavyweight, Wilder knocked out in the first round 7 years ago, replaced and demoted D's as Wilder's head trainer, though. They're making it sound like this is a bad thing. Language. Let me go to the next article. All right. Look at this. Look at this fat shipment. All right. Tyson Fury risked it all. Tyson Fury risked all-time big man title in Deontay Wilder trilogy. Now, I have fun with this. First of all, I want you to look at this. Look at this, man. Supreme Beast Boxing Talk in the mother effing building. Yo, before you get back to work, put your link in the chat. Everyone should be subscribed to my brother, Cadillac Red and them boys, Supreme Beast, Boxing Talk, bullshitting on the Beltway. Look at this. Big Block, salute. Just look at this. If I have to be grossed out by this, you have to be too. And this ain't a shot to all my brothers or sisters in shape. Fred Rose, yes, he sure did. Go back and look at it. I'm not even going to touch that because that interview spoke volumes and it spoke for itself. And furthermore, whatever boxing scene or any other outlet, when they're looking to quote Deontay Wilder, they have to go to that. And that's why they mad. 9 Mile players, salute. That's why they mad. Blue had Malik and Deontay on there. That's why they're mad. That's why some of these other YouTube pages are mad. Some of you cats thought you had a relationship with the champ. You turned coat and he ain't messing with y'all no more. And you're mad. Anyway, look at this dude's stomach. Y'all ever, yo, listen. To my ladies out there, I give y'all so much leeway when y'all stomach look like that after you spit out a couple of babies, because that's your excuse. You spit out some babies. Trick boxer, salute. You spit out some children. All right? But look at this. Look at this. And these will be the dudes who'll be like, yo, someone will come right at him and be like, yo, I don't care. I mean, so what? He still got skills. Yeah, right. Somebody sometime today are going to talk about Wilder's skinny legs. Somewhere on the internet, someone's going to mention skinny legs. Somewhere. This guy is in this. He took this picture looking like that. And I look at this article and I'm going to read to you how they big him up. This is Lyle Fitzsimmons from Boxing Scene. 4 weeks out from the big fight, some folks out here are surely thinking it, but we'll go ahead and say it. Tyson Fury is the most physically daunting heavyweight champion who's ever lived. Now, daunting. Hold on a minute. Echo, define daunting.
Daunting is a form of the verb daunt, which is usually defined as to overcome with fear, intimidate. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for daunt.
So let's be clear. They're saying Tyson Fury is physically daunting. Okay? Who's ever lived. That means of all time. Okay? And when you blend in athletic ability with a gargantuan 81-inch reach, 273-pound frame, it's hard to imagine anyone who's ever appeared in boxing's marquee division stepping into a 20-by-20 square and convincingly having their way with him. Oh, sure. Now watch this. Now, as soon as I read that, I said, what the hell is he talking about? Oh, sure. We know he's had his difficult moments. Both Nevin Pajic, whatever, and Steve Cunningham knocked him off his feet before being stopped themselves, and Deontay Wilder dropped him twice in the first run, though. So that he had to make sure because he knew somebody was coming for him, namely me, right? But the most recent of those misfires happened 30 months ago when Kawhi Leonard still played in Toronto, Tom Brady still played in New England, and Donald Trump still received mail at a pretty famous executive residence in Washington, D.C. This guy is a clown, man. I swear to God. In case your Wi-Fi's been out, a few things have changed since then. He's trying to be funny, all right? And the version of Fury who's been on patrol since cheating unconsciousness. Oh, cheating, let's highlight that, unconsciousness against Wilder has been every bit as close to impenetrable as Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, or Sonny Liston, each whom lost multiple fights to significant underdogs before the final bell, ever dreamed of being. He dismissed 21 of 30 opponents before his final bell across 12 plus years, and has gotten to the point where if a foe wins a round for every 3 he loses, it's framed as an my eyes is fucking indentiation of vulnerability. For that's logic verified. This guy, man. Yo, you ever got mad reading something? That's where I'm at with this. Like, yo, all right, look. Oh, this is the part. Watch this. Of the 4 men typically deemed worthy of the division's Mount Rushmore, Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano, Muhammad Ali, and Larry Holmes, only Ali and Holmes would be within 6 inches and 50 pounds of the mammoth Brit, while Louis and Marciano on their title-winning nights were far closer to the weight of Canelo Alvarez than Fury. It's true that size doesn't always matter, but when it comes to one of the biggest of big men, it helps. All right. So basically, this is a blow session. He's topping Fury through this whole thing. All right. Says something else in here. He's not as elegant as the greatest, not as rugged as the real deal, and not as excellent all around as the Eastern Assassin, but them in all equally equipped race cars and the Gypsy King. I almost called him the Gypsy Queen because I've been calling him that for so long. The Gypsy King qualifies somewhere other than the pole position in the race of history's top heavyweight spot. But you consider that extra horsepower that being both gigantic and capable brings, and you're interested in some more of the, I can't read no more of this. All right. I can't read no more of this. All right, now listen. That's right, Paul. Guess what? I swear to God, Fury ain't even 6'9". I swear to God, he's not. I swear to God, he's not. But I might get to that. But listen. Language, right? So basically, this guy is bigging up. He said, let me go back to it. He basically said, cheating of consciousness. Okay, Fury, what did he say? When you blend the athletic ability and the gargantuan ego, it's hard to imagine anyone, look. It's hard to imagine anyone who's ever appeared in boxing's marquee division stepping into a 20-by-20 square and convincingly have their way with him. All right. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Okay. Let's do this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Who's that? Who's that? That is a fighter named Nikolai Valuev, and that is a real damn picture. He fought Evander Holyfield, and we're going to go through his record in a minute. That is Nikolai Valuev. That was Nikolai Valuev. Okay? Okay? That's a real freaking picture. Evander Holyfield is my height. That guy was every bit of 7 feet tall and 300 pounds. He wasn't clunky either. He wasn't robotic. He had good footwork. He just looked like an ape. He wasn't powerful. He wasn't a power puncher at all. He wasn't bad. He wasn't great, but he wasn't bad. So when I look at these things that these guys write, I wonder, do they know boxing? He didn't say Fury was, oh my God, man. And when you blend athletic ability with a gargantuan 81-inch reach, 273-pound frame, it's hard to imagine anyone who's ever appeared in a boxing marquee division stepping into a 20-by-20 square and convincingly having their way with him. Okay. Now, let's do this. So we now know that Nikolai Valuev was hella bigger than Tyson Fury, officially bigger. You don't believe me? Let's go through it. There I go with these receipts. There I go with the receipts. Let's go to Tyson Fury first. Now, here's what I want to discuss real quick. All right. BoxRec. All right. Now, mind you, I'm not signed up to BoxRec. In order to get access to more features, you have to sign up, because you can go to BoxRec and look at their records and things of that nature. But you don't see their photos anymore. You know why you don't see their photos anymore? One of the reasons is BoxRec, when you was allowed just to go there and see their photos, one day we go there and we look at Shakur Stevenson's photo, and someone changed it to his mugshot when he had those difficulties, those legal difficulties. It was a mugshot. We had to write letters and tell them to change. What happened was someone went in there and changed it, and then it was put back, and the person who did it was blocked. We had to write emails, and they changed it. I mean, a lot of us were going to be douchebags and and put Sergey Kovalev's mugshot up there. You know he got a few of them, but here's the difficulty. You can't find Sergey Kovalev's mugshot anywhere online. Strange, right? Strange. But anyway, so now you don't see no damn photos. But this is Tyson Fury's record. Okay? I want you to look at something. You see this? 30 wins, no losses, 1 draw. 30 wins. What does it say right there? 21 knockouts. Y'all see that, right? Do y'all see where it says 21 knockouts? Right? 21. Let's go through his knockouts. We scroll down here. We start. He started his pro career in 2008. December 6th, 2008. TKO, TKO, TKO. Right here. In 2009, he knocked out Matthew Ellis. That's 1. Right here. Marcelo Nacia. A whole 2 years later. That's 2. KO. It says KO. Scroll up some more. Steve Cunningham on some BS. That's 3. Scroll up some more. Oh, what happened? I see 3 knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, to the court. I see 3 knockouts. 3. Why does it say he got 21 knockouts? You mean to tell me they can't be more specific than that? And like I said, picture a casual looking this up and trying to learn it. He'll go there and say, oh, yeah, 30, 20. Oh, wow, 21 knockouts. That's good. No losses, 1 draw. 3 knockouts. Intimidating, right? Look at his measurements. They have him standing at 6'9", 85-inch reach. 32 years old. So now, this is Nikolai Valuev. 50 wins, 2 losses. He has never been stopped. And 34 KOs. They have him listed as 7 feet tall with an 85-inch reach. Okay? The Russian. 50 wins, 34 KOs. Let's scroll down. He has more fights than Tyson Fury, okay? I see 1 KO, 2 KO, 3, 4. He's already ahead of Tyson Fury now. 5, 6, 7, 8. The man has 8 knockouts. His last fight was against David Haye, and David Haye styled on his ass. Go look at her. I know I don't really like deal with David Haye, but one of David Haye's great performances was against Nikolai Valuev and John Ruiz. David Haye beat John Ruiz face in, and he beat up. He just outboxed. You want to see a good match? It's this me being consistent. David Haye styled on this Russian giant. He styled on him. But getting back to my point, 8 knockouts for this man. You go up here, it says he has 34. Language. 8 KOs he only has. For a guy that's 7 feet tall and 300 some odd pounds? Because he was listed at 300 some odd pounds. Now, let's go back to what was said. And when you blend in athletic ability with the gargantuan 81-inch reach, 273-pound frame, it's hard to imagine anyone who's ever appeared in boxing's marquee division stepping into a 20-by-20 square and convincingly having their way with him. Fun fact, Nikolai Valuev, to my knowledge, has never been knocked on his ass. David Haye buzzed him. David Haye did buzz him. He was in trouble, but I don't recall him falling. If anyone has any different information, please let me know. But I don't recall him getting knocked. How many times Tyson Fury's been knocked on his ass? Cunningham, Wilder twice, and that other fella, Nevin Pakajic. Nikolai Valuev has never been in any controversy about cheating gloves. Nikolai Valuev, to my knowledge, I don't know if he's ever popped dirty. But let's go further. Because watch this. You know what? You know why else Nikolai Valuev is better than Tyson Fury? Watch this. You see that there? What is that? The WBA World Heavy title. Okay? WBA. Now what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4. And he lost it to Ruslan Chakaev. I remember that guy. Okay? He won the WBA and defended it a few times. You see that there? You see that? Family. Scotty, what's good? World Combat Sports in the building. Lala D, I see you. Everyone go subscribe to my brother, World Combat Sports in the building. Please put your link in the chat, my brother. Scotty be in the trenches doing his damn thing. And when he's at the fights, or he's at these camps and going live, y'all go show that brother some support. Real talk. But already, based off of what we're reading, is Nikolai Valuev not better than Tyson Fury? He had a world title and he defended it. He defended the title, right? He defended the title. But first of all, he won it. He defended it. Never had any controversy with drugs that I know about. Never been knocked on his ass. No controversy. Never had his license suspended. And he's bigger. If Deontay Wilder is Windmill Wilder with skinny legs and didn't have no fans and yada, 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 why is this win so celebrated? Don't get mad at me. Y'all can, at your own leisure, y'all can YouTube Nikolai Valuev. He wasn't big and robotic and clunky either. He was light on his feet. I was like, whoa, man. And when he fought Monty Barrett, the only thing I said was, he's not a big puncher. He's really big and intimidating. But he's not a big puncher. That I saw. But if you looked at him, you're like, ugh, I ain't fighting that guy. He was legit 7 feet tall. As a matter of fact, because he looked like the Hulk. He did. But because he was a sweet guy, a humble guy, though. But I remember when Don King was promoting him in New York, they took him to the top of the Empire State Building, and he wanted to promote him as King Kong. But he refused it. He says, I don't want to do all of that. He refused it. And I'm not talking bad about Nikolai Valuev. He lost to David Haye. And he was flawed. You see he has a loss. He lost to the WBA. But I'm making the case because he seems to be a forgotten heavyweight. You notice that? No one talks about him now. But when you say, I've heard people say Tyson Fury is the biggest heavyweight of all time, biggest heavyweight champion of all time. That's not true. It's not true. It's not true. It's just not true. I'm showing you. This guy was bigger than Tyson Fury. This guy had a better resume than Tyson Fury. This guy had no trouble outside the ring like Tyson Fury. I would say his only, I'm not going to call it a mistake. The only thing is he didn't capture the American audience. I don't know if he spoke English, but he didn't sell himself over here. Once again, where's the market at? Here. The market is here. And he was and no disrespect to him, but he wasn't like a handsome guy. I mean, Fury's not a handsome guy. He's just a big white guy that talks a lot. Nikolai just wanted to fight, and that he did. Maybe if you took these records and switched them, I wouldn't be as angry at Tyson Fury. I'm showing you the proof. Already, he got more fights than Tyson Fury. He got more knockouts than Tyson Fury. Even though BoxRec got it all wrong when you just read it, you got to go through it and read it. He has no controversies outside the ring. And he had a WBA title and he defended it. How many title defenses that Tyson Fury has? Zero. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, have I lied? Have I lied? Got a lot of more. Let's continue. Let me see. WBA title. Okay. He lost it. He got it back. John Ruiz right here. 40 Vander Holyfield beat him by majority decision. Lost it to David Haye. That was his last career fight. That was back in 2009. Language. We're gonna get back to it. We'll get back to it because I'm gonna show y'all. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm gonna show y'all why language is so damn important, man. Language is so important, so important. I'm not done with y'all, man. This is crazy. All right. See, y'all hear me say a lot of things on here, and I'm not going to stop saying them. Documentation beats conversation. Now, if I was just shooting the shit with somebody and I say, yo, look, man, he's not the biggest heavyweight champion of all time. Because I heard someone say that, but when I listened to the person talking that, I said, oh, he's a casual. It's not even going to make sense. But what do we know? When you're arguing with somebody, you know, to my OGs in here, it don't even have to be boxing. When you just debating something random, to prove your point, you had to go to the library or pick up a newspaper and show them. Or you remember this thing called encyclopedias? You remember those? That was my internet. Britannica. A through Z and Z1. Y'all remember Britannica? You had to order them. They send all those books to your house, heavy ass boxes. But you needed those. You really did. You needed encyclopedias. That was our internet. You had to actually sit down, pick up a book, and read. Now everything, and I remember back then, I was like, man, I can't wait till in the future where you could just have something and press a button and the information, like the Jetsons or like Star Trek, you just press a button and a computer will tell you what's going on. My older brother, man, that'll never happen. That Star Trek stuff. This is as good as it's getting while he's playing in an Atari 2600. Watch this. Echo, what's the weather?
Right now in Bronx, it's 65 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Today's forecast is mostly sunny weather with a high of 78 degrees and a low of 62 degrees. Enjoy the sunshine.
Thank you. Huh? That right there? Amen. Amen. So when I say there's no excuse for people to be stupid and ignorant, ignorance is a choice. We walk around with computers in our pocket. They're called cell phones. So when you're confused about something, Ricky Williams in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Ricky Williams. Ricky Williams versus everyone. Put your link in the chat, family. Ignorance, LeVon, what up? Ignorance is a choice. But still online, you got to cross-reference because someone will put some nonsense on Google and you say, okay, that don't sound right. So let me cross-reference that with something else. You still got to do that now. Hell, man, even Wikipedia is not a solid reference. It's not. St. Louis Mix, salute. Jamal Davis, what up? SP, what up? Know what I'm saying? So the information's out there, but what happens is people are lazy. They are. People are lazy. So when you hear someone get online and say, man, Tyson Fury is the biggest heavyweight champion, and first they'll say he's the biggest boxer in the world. It's like, dogs. No, he's not. But go ahead. But honestly, some people just don't know. Or they don't remember. Okay, fine. They'll say, well, okay, what I meant was he's the biggest champion. No, he's not. I just showed you. You see? How many people remember or even know about boxing fans today even remember Nikolai Valuev? Salute to my brother, Mr. Gumbo, in that super chat. He says, salute Drew Titan. That's not the real Mr. Shelton. What? No, yeah, it is. The real troll killer got a wrench. If you see the fake one, just blast him. Just blast him. It's all good. You know, we got lovers in here. We got fans that are. These guys are unbelievable, man. But yeah, we do. We got a lot of. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people don't even know about Nikolai Valuev because they're living in the now. Oh, Fury, 6'9", and 300 pounds. He's light on his feet and 21 KOs. No, he does not. He got 3. You let ESPN tell it though. How many times has ESPN told us something? And when we're talking boxing, how many times people have said, hey man, ESPN, I don't care what you say, because ESPN told me, and I read da-da-da-da, and SportsCenter said, and we're like, yo, I'm telling you, the fighter or fighters I'm talking about, I know a guy that talks to them on the phone, and he just told me it's 48 hours ago, it's this, and that. I don't care what you say, because ESPN said, well, ESPN said this too. Yeah, buddy. Yep. I'm sorry, didn't ESPN have it scrolling along the bottom of their screen? August 14th, AJ versus the Fat Chitlin. Told you that, right? Right. Okay. Want to know what else ESPN said? Let me know what you see here.
What is this? Who did this? 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 What is this? Who did this?
Salute to Volcanus in that super chat. Much love and appreciation, brother. He said, salute Big Drew chat and the mighty LDBC. Salute to you, family. Cooper, what up, man? Oh, I'm sorry, Copper. What's good, family? Much love and appreciation. Yo, I was so thrown from that. I got on my desktop and I said, did something happen? I almost had, because when I'm lost, you know what I do? Earl Taylor, salute, prolific one. You know what I do? I legit will text Blue Blood. Like, yo, bro, I just read da-da-da-da-da. I'll text Tabe like, yo, did because I'm like, maybe I missed it. Something happened. Did someone drop a title? Because, stuff like that be happening. Someone will drop a title and someone will pick, like Devin. Devin was like literally sitting in his home, in his $1 million home, on his 100-inch flat screen playing Xbox, and his phone goes off. Congratulations. Congratulations, you're the new WBC champ. He's like, what? So he had to pause the game and call daddy. He said, Bill, we're champs. What? How? Loma just vacated. Why? I mean, we'll take it, but why? Because he's getting the franchise. What? I got to call Blue, like, yo, Blue. But I did all this research. I went straight. I went straight online. I'm like, yo, what? Unified? And what I'm telling you guys is that's not a mistake. How many times they did that to Lomachenko? I think they told us twice that he was undefeated. I went straight online and said, did they rule that a no contest? Or did he pop dirty? Did Salido pop dirty? Because I know I watched him lose. I watched it. I watched that fight. And I said, oh, they stopped that train before it got started. Yeah, title shot. I said, what did they... Wait. Somebody getting fired, or are they? You keep telling yourself something is so, it will always what? Be. That's a mind trick. What they're doing is putting that out on purpose. Unified? Exactly, King Barney. I'm like, wait a minute, did I read that? Unified? You are not supposed to make mistakes at this level, recruit. The LDBC requires for you to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth 100% of the time, recruit. Drop and give me 20. Salute to Mr. Gumbo back in that super chat. He said, Drew Titan, why you had to use Bud? Damn, bro. You know what, though? That's not Bud's fault. That's not Bud's fault. He ain't going to trailer and tell them to do that. They did that. What's the problem with just saying WBO champion, WBA champion, WBC champion? What's the problem? Why would they put unified? Why would they do that? That's not Bud's fault. That's ESPN with their crap. But people will still challenge us with something that ESPN said. How many times do we have to debunk those fools? Those high-paid fools. You see why they don't like us? Brother Boxing Talk in the building. What up? Tay in the building. Salute. How you doing, sis? Why they gotta lie? Salute Real Talk Boxing. He says, much love from your brothers and fellow fight fans here in England. By the way, Gypsy in England are racist towards black people, and most people know it over here. True talk. I have no education about I appreciate you stopping in, for real. I have no education about, I've never had any interactions that I know about with gypsies. There's an Irish neighborhood not too far from me on Katona Avenue. That whole block between 233rd and whatever that block, that whole strip is all off the boat Irish people. So if I had interaction with gypsies, if they're over there, I wouldn't know. I've never had any problems on that block. I don't know. Well, I did have, the guy, whatever. That's another story. But if they are, they are. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, look. I mean, the man got up there and said the Biggie line, and what was sad was that black people said, "Oh, well, it was part of the song." No, he was taunting you. It's a damn shame that you don't want to admit it, sucker. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take you at your word, brother. I'll take you at your word because I'm not over there. You dealt with it, so I'll take you at your word. The problem that I have is he's getting over off of his skin color over here because we don't know ish about gypsies over here. We don't. Him, Billy Joe Saunders, if they walk down Katona Avenue right now, they fit right in. If you put them in suits or in jogging garb and tell them to walk down any street in Manhattan, they'll fit right in. Billy Joe Saunders couldn't go, or Tyson Fury couldn't walk in any hood in any of the 5 boroughs in New York and buy drugs. Why? You know why? Because they look like cops. If they don't say anything, they look like cops. Telling you the truth. You know? My brother Keon in the building, everything boxing and sports. Put your link in the chat. If you're not subscribed to them, you don't want to know boxing. My brother Keon be on it. Oh man, I'm trying to scroll back up. I missed the super chat. Damn, where is it? It's from my brother Earl Taylor. I see you, Earl. There you go. Salute to my brother Earl Taylor in the super chat. He said, salute fam for all the work you put in. No doubt, family. I'm on the job, fam. Listen, man. In all seriousness, salute to my brother, the expert genius in that super chat. He said, Irish are not gypsies, they are travelers. Hey, pardon my ignorance. See, I don't know. That's not my, you know what I'm saying? That's not my thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wouldn't know. I ain't paying no mind. The only thing I knew about gypsies was I think they knew magic and they traveled around like a circus. And I learned that from Scooby-Doo. Pardon my American ignorance. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that. Everybody has a struggle. I understand. But I don't know. I don't know. And I don't speak on it. I don't speak on it. Because I don't know. I only know what's been coming about like recently. For years, I didn't know Samoans were real people. I just thought they were headbutting people in the WWF back in the day. I didn't know. Until like years later, I said, oh man, that's real people? Oh shoot. I didn't know that. I thought those were like characters for TV, Samoans. I didn't know. I did not know. I was like 8 years old. I didn't know. I thought, I'm in New York. I thought everybody Asian was Chinese. And we used to call them the karate movies. Chinese, the karate movies. So you imagine, thank God, my Asian friends, by the time I met them, I was like a teenager. But can you imagine being Asian and dealing with that? You know what that's like saying? That's like someone from another culture. Hold on. Salute to Zilla in that Venmo. He said, he said, my brother Anthony Jones, he said, I can't stand that Fupa having titties on his back-loaded ped Jeep MFer. I hope I see that. I hope I see a ringside murder, no doubt, man. Yo, salute to my brother Pete Davenport with the super sticker. Yeah. I know, Ant. I know, man. I know, man. Look, man. Look. The reason why I say that, I'm trying to make the connection. Peep game. You know what that's like saying? That's like when someone from another culture is trying to describe you and they say, the hip-hop guy that do gangster. The hip-hop guy that do gangster. You're like, what are you talking about? What they meant to say is the black man that raps, or the black man standing over there. Watch this. The super chats don't work. Yeah, I just got a few, brother. I just got some. I don't know. YouTube boys playing games. When we out here talking and we spitting some truth, YouTube starts playing with the super chats. They playing with the likes. That's why I ask people to hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? They're always trying to stop us in some way, shape, or form. But check it out. It's strange. Like, can you imagine? Like, if you, like, when someone's trying to describe you, they describe you by music. Did y'all know? You know what people used to say around here? Oh, the Oriental guy, the Oriental guy. You know, Oriental is a style, like clothing, something like that, like furniture. It's not, you're not supposed to use it to describe a person. That's what I'm saying. What if someone was saying, oh, the hip hop guy? He meant black person. The hip hop guy. What the fuck? So it's language. Language is important, man. It's important. Language is important. It's like the N-word. It's the N-word. Someone that doesn't know any better could be around us and hear us greet each other. Yo, what up, my nigga? What up, my nigga? My nigga? And then they do it innocently, thinking that's just what we say, and they end up getting their ass kicked all around. Remember that scene from Rush Hour? Jackie Chan? What's up, my nigga? What? What's up, my nigga? And he's fighting all over the damn pool hall. Language is important. It's important. You better know what you're talking about. You better know what you're talking about. These, I don't even want to call them journalists. They know what they're doing. That thing with Bud, that was not a mistake. Telling us that Lomachenko was undefeated, that's not a mistake. They're doing that on purpose. You don't make mistakes at that level. And if you do, you should be reprimanded. ESPN, Ramel Lane, salute. ESPN backed off of that Fury stuff like ASAP. We was only going off of what he said. As a journalist, when you get news, the first thing you're supposed to do is cross-reference that. Salute to Bumpy Thompson in the super chat. He said it works fine. So, sometimes it'll work for others. And I remember I was trying to send a super chat during the presser. World Combat Sports was at the presser. And I was on his live. He was there live. I kept trying to send a super chat. It was not going through. Got home. I tried to do it on my desktop. It was not going through. It's ridiculous. And I'm going to tell you something else. Y'all notice I don't got Cash App no more? I'm not dealing with them. Something real strange happened. And I said, you know what? Nope. I abandoned ship. I said, no, let me close this up. Because that's the second time. I had one Cash App. It was $ Drew Titan. The second one was $ Drew Titan wins. I ain't noticed that. Ain't gonna be a third. I said, nope. Something real strange keep happening there. I closed up shop. Done. Yeah, Mr. Number, you couldn't send a super chat on Coach. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's YouTube. I'm telling you. They would not let me send Scotty, man. That's why we say support the grind, because they do stuff like this. And it's crazy because some of the brothers do this for a living. This isn't my full-time gig. I have a job. But some of the brothers do this for a living. So every like counts. Every dislikes don't count, really, it don't. But the algorithm, even the algorithms are messed up. There are people that I'm not even sub to that always pop up in the damn algorithm. And I'm like, yo, I said I don't want to see this person no more. Get out of here. Why does this person keep popping up? But luckily, I know when Blue Blood goes live, but I don't get the damn notification. And I know I hit the bell icon. Word, Bruce? Yeah, that's another thing they do. They block people for no reason. So when we say hit the like button, I'm telling you. Because there's a greater thing going on here, especially when we talking how we're talking. Yep. I'm telling you, man. So let's get to it. Does the dislike button? No. No, I don't. That's why it's there. That's why I'm ill will. You know what they do. But the dislike button, no, it don't. What happens is if there's a channel that pops up in your algorithm, if it pops up there, what I do is I say I hit the three buttons, the three dots, and I say I don't want to view content from this channel anymore. And sometimes they'll ask you why, and they'll give you options. And it's not my thing, whatever. And I'll be damned 2 months later, that channel will pop right back up. But meanwhile, I can't get notifications. I can't get notifications from channels that I've been subbed to for the better part of a decade. How you figure that? How you figure that? So when we say smash the like button, y'all be watching Blue. He'll have 1,000 people in his on his live, and I've seen it drop. You're blocked on Blue Blood, Bruce? And that's another thing. Somebody a long time ago told me they were blocked on my channel. And I went into my back office and I was like, yo, you're not blocked. Because we keep record of everyone that's blocked. And I said, bro, I went through it with a fine comb. You're not even there. It's bugged out, man. Every account that we block, like all the trolls, I see them in the back office. That's why, man, I ain't gonna give out no gems. That's why I know who a lot of these guys are. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. But YouTube is on some crap. It's not only us. I saw this computer channel. He just does computers. You blocked on 78. That's crazy. Salute to Taylor Bell. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, family. And that super chat, much love and appreciation. Yeah, man. It'd be a lot of mods over there, and some of them block us just to block. That's what it is, Bruce. Yo, the Google mods. Yo, you know what, family? I can't talk about this because I'm actually working on something. And I know, Bruce, you don't say anything offensive. Never. Whether you were on a live or in a chat. But I'm working on something. And I don't want to give out too many gems. Because I'll say this. The issue is, it's one thing to complain about it, but to actually make a formal complaint is something totally different. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. You see me smiling. I am the truth. Robert Singleton in that super chat, much love and appreciate. He says I'm blocked on 78's channel as well. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's got to be Google. It's got to be Google. Lambro says, yeah, and I see y'all brothers everywhere. They do that, man. They do that. The person that was blocked, that said he was blocked, I went through my list, and I swear to God, he was not there. I went through it nice and slow. I said, bro, I don't see you there. I don't see you. It's YouTube, man. But I'm working on something. I'll let them know. I'll let the brothers know. I'll let the brothers know. But, I mean, that's crazy. Well, it's not crazy because it's us. Well, anyway, let's get back to it. Yeah, try, and I do believe that. I believe that. I believe that a lot of the Google mods, they are involved in depth in what we're talking about, and they don't like that we don't agree with their narrative, and they get in on our pages and they mess with us. And I can't get into it. You don't, when you're playing cards, you don't show your hand. So whatever. But when your emotions get the better of you, there's something called criminally insane. And I thrive off of the criminally insane. Because all you got to do is prove that they're insane. That's all you got to do is prove it. The burden of proof falls on you. And you get what you're asking for. You know, like how everyone's asking, oh, well, the burden of proof falls on Deontay. He got to prove that he was cheated. Sit tight. Sit tight. Oh, the fight's not happening. They're going to Saudi Arabia. Arbitration. You notice ESPN never mentioned arbitration until Tyson Fury lost the arbitration. You know how many people came to me that was rooting against Wilder, but just called me on the phone and was like, yo, what are they talking about? Some arbitration that he lost and he has to fight Deontay again. Oh, now you want to listen? I've only been talking about this on my channel for 10 months. Salute to Sean in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He said, salute, Drew. That's why I always hit the like button. Thank you, brother. And that's what we're always talking about. Hit the like button. That's how that's one reason how we combat. They didn't hear anything until they heard ESPN says, oh, well, guess what? He has to fight. He has until September to get a fight done with Deontay Wilder. Then they wake up like, oh, what? I thought he was fighting AJ. Then they want to call me, yo, what happened? He got to fight Deontay. Oh, I'm sorry. They don't call him Deontay. They say your guy. They got to fight your guy again? Mm-hmm. But why you got to do that? I'll call you back. Get out of my face. Don't call me. I've only been talking about this for 10 months, you dummy. I tried to save you from yourself, dummy. You didn't hear what I was saying? You didn't. How do you not know there's a court case? ESPN, how do you not brief the public on a court case? You didn't even have to mention Glovegate. They did not want you to know that he was trying to get out of the third fight. Because that's bad for business. They want Fury to be a champion. How else does this 6'9" bald-headed peanut bounce around on a live stream, on live TV, be belligerent, and Joe Tessitore saying, hey, he's a heavyweight champion, he could do what he wants? Let me ask y'all a question. If Deontay Wilder had the same record, and I'm going to call it criminal, that Tyson Fury had, would he even be in boxing right now? Y'all remember when Deontay had some sort of situation where there was weed found in the car or a roach or weed found in the car? As soon as it went online, it became a big thing. If Barack Obama was Donald Trump, would he even be anywhere near the White House? I could do this all day. Do it all day. I saw a black cop defend himself and shoot a white person, and he got 7 years. I can do this all day. Same circumstances, felt his life was in danger, pulled his firearm, protecting himself. You You can use deadly physical force if you feel your life is in danger or a third party is in danger. And that's the last force option. He used it and he got 7 years. There goes that. Where were the people saying blue lives matter? There goes that. But I'm making it up? Okay. Tyson Fury behaved like a grown adolescent. He's running around in Batman costumes. But this is the guy y'all celebrate. Let me get on that for a second. I don't understand some of you Negroes. I don't get it. You know, some of you guys amaze me. There's no way you have a problem with Deontay Wilder. But if I ask you to name your top 5 heavyweights of all time, your favorites, and you got Floyd Mayweather in there, and you got Mike Tyson in there, and you got Ali in there, I don't get you. Malik Scott compared Deontay Wilder to Muhammad Ali. But did you hear what he said? And before you even analyze what he said, the world went crazy. But it was okay when they compared Tyson Fury to Ali. That was okay. Those same Negroes didn't have a problem with that. In fact, they barely even paid attention to it. You know, when Fury was over here, he's fighting was it Wak? And he's in the corner, head movement, couldn't get touched. It looked cute. And then they put the side by side with Muhammad Ali when he was doing the same thing. But that was okay. You didn't say anything about that. But Malik Scott says that about Deontay. And you lose your mind. Why are you really losing your mind? Why? And since I'm on that topic, you know, I ain't gonna go there because I got a pipe bomb that I'm gonna release on the 25th, July 25th. Somebody's going under. And this dance music, it applies to that Negro. So, man, it's gonna be it's gonna be beautiful. It's damn near gonna be a holiday. But to you, you dancers, Stormy B-Man in the building, my sensei. Put your link in the chat, brother. Go subscribe to the sensei. You know, weird arguments. Like, yeah, man, I don't like Floyd. You know, he's too brash. He's too arrogant. Name your favorite fighters. And then they say Roy Jones is in there somewhere. Wait a minute. How the hell you like Roy Jones? You hate Floyd. But one of your arguments was, oh, well, Floyd talks too much, and so did Roy. You like Ali? Well, so did Ali. Yeah, but he's the GOAT. Why is he the GOAT? You ask anyone that says, yeah, Ali's the GOAT. Ask him why he's the GOAT. Go on and ask him and see what they say. And they're going to bring up everything he went through outside of the ring. If they're smart, they might want to do that. Because 10 times out of 10, they don't know a damn thing about his boxing career. They don't. Cali Enigma in the building. Go subscribe to my brother from the Bay, Cali Enigma. These mofos run around here, they hate fighters. They don't even know why they hate them. And I'm talking to my people. That's right. I'm talking to you. Because you're so fast to say, hey man, I'm keeping it boxing. And you don't even know boxing. Because you be the same mofo talking about, hey man, Bud, unified champion. Where'd you hear that? Where'd you hear that? Well, I saw it on ESPN. I know where you saw it. Hey, newsflash. I'm going to tell you that that's not right. Those same dudes don't even know what a unified champion is. You dudes ought to be ashamed of yourself. You got a problem with Deontay Wilder. Meanwhile, Mike Tyson is in your top 5. How's that possible? Oh, well, he had more skill than Deontay. Okay. Let's say he did. Name his key fights. And watch the Stutter Fest. Because you know what they're going to tell you? All the fights that they remember, he lost. All the high-profile fights that Mike was involved in, that mattered in the later generation, he lost. You talk to a so-called Mike Tyson fan that has him in top 5 of all time. Listen, I'm not trying to take a poop on Mike. I'm going to give you facts. Everyone wants to talk about records, right? What's the name of this topic? Language is important. Language is important, right? Go look up how many times Mike fought in the first 2 years of his career. And point out the killers. I was talking to this one cat on my job. I said, name Mike's key fights. Do you know he blew right past? He didn't even mention Trevor Berbick. And that's the biggest fight of his career. Why? I'm just sitting there listening to it. What do I say? Well, yeah. So you can tell a fool by his or her words. You just got to let people talk. Let them talk. They're going to kill themselves. I didn't even have to set them up. Just let them talk. Name Mike's key fights. Spinks. He got rid of him. Fastest knockout in the this Negro on my job told me that was the fastest knockout in history. I said, bro, no, it's not. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I said, no, it's not. I said, what phone is that? Whatever phone, he had an iPhone. It was whatever year that was. It was the latest iPhone. I said, please go online and put in James Thunder. Who's that? I know you don't know who he is, but that knockout was faster than Mike and Spinks. Okay? Freddie Pendleton has fewer. He has like 2 or 3 of the fastest knockouts in history. Did y'all know that? I mean, I know cats tried when Freddie jumped on Fred's stream, they tried to clown him. But what y'all don't know is Fred was the real deal. And he's going to be back on my show a few more times. That's my brother. That's right, Jimmy Thunder. Fastest knockout in history. Now I don't know if it's the fastest or if it's the fastest in heavyweight, but I know it was faster than Spinks and Mike Tyson. This dude was at my job telling me that Mike has the fastest knockout in boxing history against Spinks. I was like, what are you talking about? I said, wait. What are you talking about? Stop. At that point, I just told him, go to Google on your phone and pull it up. I don't like Deontay because I don't like how he punches and he's a windmill. And I saw Cannon Briggs clowning him with his shirt off. I said, look, Shannon reinvented himself. Good, God bless him. I'm happy for him. By the way, you know what happened after we had that conversation later on? Remember when Shannon was about to have a fight and he popped dirty? And Shannon's my dude. He popped dirty though. Y'all remember that? I came to work and I just tapped my boy on the shoulder and said, yo, your man popped dirty. It's unfortunate. And I really wanted him to fight David Haye. I think David Haye was scared of him. But he popped dirty. You know what he said to me? What does that mean? And this is all I heard. Pop dirty means he took something he wasn't supposed to. I said pop dirty is if you smoked weed on your days off and you got called down for a random and you get fired, that's popping dirty. He said, oh, I still don't like Wilder, I said, yo, listen, you were the biggest Floyd fan. Yeah. We sat up here and had a conversation about how Floyd is unappreciated and they don't appreciate his skill set in the ring just because he don't knock anybody out. Here you are, you have a guy that wasn't supposed to make it, and not only did he make it, he overachieved. Because no guy upon sight with that frame is supposed to have that much power, but he does. And he's doing what everyone said that they wanted Floyd to do. They wanted the knockout. So now here you are getting all the knockouts in the world, and now you want to talk about skill set? Mike Tyson is one of your favorite of all time? Excuse me. Did he not go to prison? It was on some bull crap, though. But he was tried and convicted and did time. And there are things outside of the ring that I can confirm because I saw it with my own two eyes. His behavior in the club. I've seen it. Like, wow. He's really chasing that bouncer around Paul Cars. Wow. I've seen things like that with my own two eyes. Everyone says Mike's crazy. No, he's not. No, he's not. Because on those same blocks with those clubs or whatever, those bars or whatever, the cats on the corner that was really about that life, or they would be like, yo, Mike come over here with that bull-ish. He ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it. Mike ain't crazy. He has a problem controlling his mouth when he's angry, like most people. Can start just saying stuff. I get it. So this message is to the brothers. I better get right. You can't be like, yo, I'm going to keep it boxing. I'm going to keep it boxing. I'm going to keep it boxing. While you keeping it about boxing, they're keeping it about something else. And they get off on organized confusion. That's all ESPN and old media is doing. It's organized confusion. There's no reason in the world. There's no reason in the world why in this pro-America, make America great again, post-make America great again era, that America shouldn't be behind Deontay Wilder. He's American with knockout power. That should be it right there. His color shouldn't even matter. Why are we having this conversation? And some of the people that hated Floyd now hate Deontay. It's like ridiculous. You hated Floyd because he didn't have the knockouts. And now you watching this guy in a division which some say he shouldn't even be in. He's giving you all the knockouts you need in life. Salute my brother LeVon, Broken Traditions in the building. Put your link in the chat, family. Put your link in the chat, family. That's the fam right there. That's right, Diesel. People hate what they cannot process. Everyone subscribe to my brother, Broken Traditions. Nothing makes sense with these cats. You can't please them, which is why Deontay just went ahead and did what he has to do, which is why he put on the headsets. And I'm gonna tell you something else. They made a big old stink about him being silent, right? Oh, he's unprofessional. He's scared. He's mentally weak. He didn't do anything, and he don't want to talk to nobody. This is the woman that was talking at the podium. This is what she said at BBC Sports for the kind mention. It wasn't shown on the live stream, but I did have a quick chat with Deontay during Bob's response, and he told me it wasn't personal, but he wasn't going to answer any questions during the presser, so we carried on. All good. So if she's good with it, why the F does everyone else have a problem with it? If he's good with it, why does everybody else have a problem with it? Why? Because he's the man of the hour. He's been the man of the hour. When we was telling y'all all this time, he's the face of boxing. Y'all fought us over that. Y'all fought us over that. If he's not the face of boxing, why is this a big deal? That's right, LeVon. We're going to be there live, family. Everybody going live. But I'm telling y'all ahead of time right now. After D beats this guy, the only live, everyone's going live, but when 78 goes live, go straight over there. When 78 goes live, go straight over there. Go straight. I'm going to go live right there. Everyone's going to go live because we're all going to be in the arena. But when 78 goes live, I'm shutting mines down. Go straight over there. 78 should have 2,000 people in the stream. Blue Blood 2. If you got multiple devices, pull them up. It's going to be beautiful. This is a lot of trouble for a guy that doesn't have any skill and lost really bad. But it's a lot of trouble. Do you understand that this is the biggest attempted duck in the history of boxing? 10 months, 14 months they didn't fight. Because this guy tried to dodge his contractual obligation. ESPN does not report that. The only thing that they said was that Fury lost the arbitration and now he has to fight Deontay Wilder. But they don't give you any information. They just have a bunch of people watching. They're watching it and they're like, wait a minute, I thought we was getting AJ versus Fury. What happened? Arbitration, what? Why was there arbitration? You're still dealing with people that's asking why was there arbitration. Do you understand that? Never mind the fact that we've been on here talking about it. And I believe I was quite fair. I said, look, if he loses the arbitration, could you let us know something? This is a boxing channel. I want to discuss if he's fighting Fury, if AJ's fighting Fury, I want to talk about who wins. Was I not very fair? And did I not get on here and say, I could not like it all I want, but if it's happening, it's going to happen, and I'm going to talk about it? Did I not say that? trolled, and we're mad and enjoy fighting Charles Martin as if AJ didn't fight Charles Martin. Enjoy that rematch with Brazil as if AJ didn't fight Brazil and it took him 5 or 6 rounds and it took Deontay 1. I've screenshot hundreds of trolls over this, and all I said was, stay tuned. Salute to my brother, Donald Now, the 66-year-old G Grant. In the building, he says, salute to the Druth. New Tail is real good. I love and power my brother. Man, listen, man. Everyone trying to get to your age, OG. And that's why I preach everyone to stay in shape, because when they get to your age, we need everything working. You dig? Salute to you. No doubt. So I don't understand some of these brothers out here. You try and talk boxing, you don't know boxing. You review, you recite talking points from old media, and you think you're smart. You're not smart. Do you understand? I mean, I can say it now. Do you understand there was nothing a troll could say to me when I speak to Tay Jones almost every day and I have him on speed dial? And there was a lot of things he didn't disclose to me for obvious reasons. But for the most part, when I asked him the questions, yeah, look, is this true? And all he had to do was tell me, don't believe it. Why? So to the trolls, who are you going to believe? Us? Blue Blood? 78? Fred? Barbershop Conversations? Me? Who you gonna believe? Us? Or Eddie Hearn? What do we know about Eddie Hearn? Do I gotta lie on Eddie Hearn? Tell me, what do we know about Eddie Hearn, man?
Next week, mate. Next week.
What do you know about Eddie Hearn, man?
Well, a very, very heavy debatation tonight. We had a very Darrison fight. Let's go to Terrace Tyson. Look for the head of the pit.
And that was the negotiation. So you brothers, y'all better wake up. Don't come back over here. Don't come back over here. Don't come back over here. That man done lied to you, to your face. And when we point out the simple, yeah, she was having a stroke on TV. When you point out the simple facts, remember, track record. Remember when I asked Sugar Hill, based off of Fury's track record, do you think it's reasonable that we think the way we think? Go back and look at his response. So it's coming from somewhere. It's not a win-loss. It's not clean. It's not clean. This guy has a criminal track record. He don't have a boxing license in his own country right now because he cheated. So this is not coming out of nowhere. This is why we're saying this. And then we're looking at gloves doing the Macarena. We're looking at padding, missing. We're not making excuses, we're asking questions. And now the problem was when you dodged the questions, my brother. The problem was your responses wasn't sufficient enough, and that's why the UK got mad at me. But I got 1,500 subs off of that, though. Because 1,500 people says, yo, you know what? Drew's right. You know what? This guy's right. I was waiting for the pipe bomb. I was waiting because he's the professional, right? And after all of this, what is he telling us now? What is he still telling us? I thought Tyson should have got more knockouts because he wasn't turning his hand. I told him how to turn his punches. So now he could turn punches and break skull, right? Right, brother? Hey, brother, the gloves are in your house, right? You said that. In the barbershop, wear the gloves in your house. Rishi Suleiman, you said no cheating could have taken place because I was in both locker rooms. I beg to differ because I saw a video that wasn't aired on any pay-per-view or on ESPN or on Showtime. I saw a video of the locker room and D walking around. It was cell phone video, by the way. D walking around and you was not in the locker room. You did not see the hand wraps. You came in, you stuck your head and you left. Not to check anything, but you didn't want to see anything. Listen to what I'm saying to you. You didn't want to see anything. You guys, are you listening? You didn't want to see anything. Because when ish hits the fan, what is Mauricio going to say? I pay people to look for that. I did my job. I paid people to look for that. I came in, I greeted the fighters, I left. So what you're finding now, which is criminal, I have nothing to do with it. That's what's going to happen. So all of you that are asking, yo, where's the lawsuit? It's up to him, Andre Ward. It's up to him to prove it. You know what it's going to turn into? It's going to turn into, oh, it's up to Deontay to prove it to. Oh, well, you already knocked him out. You won the trilogy. You're going on to fight AJ. I mean, just leave the guy alone. He don't need to do this. He don't need to sue him. He don't need to get him thrown out the sport. He already beat him up. And it's going to be, why is Deontay grinding the axe? And when it turns into that conversation, because I'm telling you it's coming, when it turns into that conversation, don't ask why he's grinding the axe. I want you to remember the 14 months of bullshit that y'all put this man through. Criminal background. Look at how Billy Ho Saunders fights. Well, not fighting. Look at what he says. Now he's contemplating retirement. Tyson Fury's dad can't even come to the States. You know why? I ain't gonna even tell you. Research it. Research it. He's not allowed here. Okay? But let me get back on the topic. Enough with the buck dances. Get my music back, man. I'm so tired of these. Man, I'm so tired of these. Man, listen. Nah, not that one. There we go. And we back. I just had to address the double agents. So now I'm gonna go into a little more further, and I'm cooking because 78's on. I'm gonna go a little further in the tricks of media and why language is important. Here's another example, y'all. They tried to tell us that Canelo Alvarez. J. Mitch, what up? Now I done said the name. Pay attention to the chat. And I'm not gonna say anything that's not true. Because I don't speak on anything that's not true. Pay attention. They tried to tell us that Canelo Alvarez was the youngest junior middleweight ever. Guess what? That's not true. That's not true. And I know there might be a troll or two in here. I dare you guys to challenge me on that. Go ahead. Because I've known this for the better part of a decade. And I'm not even kidding. But like I said, the bigger the megaphone, the louder the message is. The bigger the megaphone, the louder the message is. They said it on HBO, oh, the youngest junior middleweight. I'm like, that don't sound right. So I went online because remember, I watch boxing. And I said, that's not right. There's something about that that's not right. He's the second, but he ain't the first. Who don't believe me? I know there's some Canelo fans in here, and I assure you, I'm not talking bad about him. I'm proving my case about the media and how important language is. Language alters interpretation. The language alters your interpretation. You could be thinking one way, and you can hear their language, and it could be altered, and you can interpret it totally different. I remember them saying that Canelo Alvarez was the youngest junior middleweight. That is, that's a lie. And like I said, when you're on a certain level, you can't be lying like that. If you don't know, you just don't know. Don't speak on it. And it'd have been different if they say, now what's the difference? Canelo Alvarez, the youngest junior middleweight champion. Or, hey man, Canelo Alvarez just may be the youngest junior middleweight champion. I mean, it's the same thing. But what's the point? The point is he's a champion. But until you absolutely know, you shouldn't be talking about it. Now, watch this. I ain't gonna play with me. On March 5th, 2011, Alvarez defeated European welterweight champion Matthew Hatton via unanimous decision for the vacant WBC light middleweight belt. Now, let me bring you guys up to speed. Light middleweight, aka super welterweight, or junior middleweight. It's all the same thing. All right? That's Canelo right there. So you see that. It was a vacant belt. He beat Matthew Hatton, Ricky Hatton's brother. Okay? And it was for the vacant WBC light middleweight belt. Okay? Sidebar. Now keep that in mind. Now sidebar. I read something up here that was actually quite funny. Let me see. They made history. Let me see, because he got a bunch of brothers. Oh, here it is right here. He made world history on the fight card when he and all 6 of his brothers fought on the same night, with Canelo being the youngest. The only downside was that 3 of them failed to win their pro debuts. The other 4 more experienced brothers won. How many fingers am I holding up? What's 3 plus 4? 7, right? But it says up here, he and all 6 of his brothers fought on the same night. Downside was that 3 of them failed to win their pro debuts. The other 4 were more experienced than 1. God damn it, that's 7. Language, people. Language. Do y'all see that? Jeffrey, what up, fam? Huh? Now watch this. Youngest junior middleweight champion, right? That's not true. Let's add this back to the stream. Let me show you something. Y'all ever heard of a guy named Darren Van Horn? You ever heard of this guy? Be honest. You ever heard of Darren Van Horn? You ever heard of him? Let me read this to you. He compiled a record of 38-0 before challenging for a world title. Van Horn, a 2-1 underdog, defeated Robert Hines by a 12-round unanimous decision to win the IBF Junior Middleweight Championship February 5th, 1989. He's 52 years old now. His nickname was a schoolboy. All right? In case you don't know, he's a white guy. Let's go over the box rec. Canelo won his against Matthew Hatton. It's down here somewhere. Right here. 2011, March 5th, for the vacant WBC Super Welter. That's when he won it, right there. You go to Van Horn, right? He won it down here. Robert Hines. Both of them was 21. But you want me to nitpick right now? Is Scrapbook in the bill? Oh! Scrapbook, please. OG, please put your link in the chat. Go subscribe to Scrapbook. Box it in the building. And I'm talking a little history right here, brother. I'm talking a little history. I'm trying to set the facts straight. I'm trying to set the facts straight, bro. Salute to Rick Blackwell in that super chat. What's up? Appreciation. He said, had never fought at 154 before. That fight, how was he fighting for the championship, vacant or not? Because that was by design. Canelo was supposed to win that fight. That was by design. It was clearly by design. Clearly by design. So he beats Robert Hines. Now, they were basically the same age. I think they were 21. But watch this. Before I go any further, well, here's what I found. All right? Here's what I found. let me stop sharing this. When I heard it, now remember, I watched the sport a lot. You're talking to a dude. Salute to Sid Mark in that super chat. Much love and appreciation, family. You're talking to a dude. I watch Tuesday night fights. I watch Friday night fights. I watch ESPN fights. I watch Boxing After Dark. I used to, further than that, in Scrapbooks in the building. All of y'all in the building. Boxing on NBC, ABC, CBS, Telemundo, Galavision. I love the sport. And when they said that about Canelo, I was like, that don't sound right. So I did a little digging, and I came across a channel that actually did the work for me. Everybody in here knows Carcino. Everybody in here knows Carcino. He don't talk boxing anymore. But he's a channel that I've been subscribed to for the better part of a decade. Salute to you, Carcino. I've never spoken to the brother, but I'm a longtime supporter of his channel. And when I heard that about Canelo, I'm like, that's not right. It don't sound right. And as I'm doing my research, what do I find? Carcino did the work for me. I'm not going to play his video because, I don't want to get in trouble anyway, trying to jack his material. But let me tell you what, he did the work. Canelo Alvarez, born July 18th, 1990, won a vacant WBC junior middleweight title on March 5th, 2011. 20 years, 7 months, 17 days. They were 20 years old, not 21, they were 20. Darren Van Horn, born September 7th, 1968, won the IBF junior middleweight title from Robert Hines on February 5th, 1989. 20 years, 4 months, 28 days. Yes, I am nitpicking. Yes, I am nitpicking. He was younger than Canelo by a few months and days. So Canelo was not the youngest junior middleweight. Hey, you know what I will do? I'll put the link to that video right here in the chat. I'll put it right here in the chat. This is what I call old school Carsino. Shout out to Carsino, man. I never spoken to the brother, but he's another brother that if he don't know what he's talking about a particular subject, he won't speak on it. There you go. There you go. Y'all can see it yourself. But I know when I heard it back then, I said, that's not right. And I was like, yo, who was the white guy? The boy, the school, his nickname was a schoolboy, because what happened was he ended up fighting. Let me go to the box rec. He fought Iran Barkley, if I'm not mistaken, later on. Right? Okay, he won it and lost it in the next fight against Gianfranco Rosie. Y'all like who? But he lost it. He won it and lost it. And then he rematched Rosie a year later, lost again. Fights Iran Barkley. He fought Iran Barkley in the theater. I remember that, in the theater in Madison Square Garden. Barkley stopped him. And he didn't have a horrible career. He got 3 losses, one stoppage. 54 wins, 30 KOs. How many of them are actual KOs? I don't know. You know what? I'm going to reach out to this guy. I want to talk to him. Look for him to be in the Strong House real soon. Again, I'm not here to lie. I'm not here to lie. For what? But they had people thinking that Canelo was the youngest junior middleweight, and he wasn't. It was a schoolboy. I put the link. Carsino told you. When I heard that, because remember, Canelo, that was in the beginning. Canelo was getting a lot of buzz. It was like, yeah, the youngest. Whenever they put that tag on somebody, the only, the youngest, the first, always research it. LeVon Dalgather, just give it a minute. You're right, but give it a minute. Watch. They're going to go from, D needs proof. Deontay needs proof. These are all allegations. He needs proof. To, why he doing that? He already beat him up. He should just let it go. We don't even know if he's coming back to boxing. We don't know if Fury's coming back to boxing. Let him go. Watch. I'm telling you. And look for that. And when they do that, you're going to know the fix has been in. It's been in. What I just hit you with was complete and total facts. That's right, Rashad. Time reveals all truth. Everything that I've said leading up to right now, to the 24th of July, everything that I've said, has it not happened? And guess what? I don't have a crystal ball. I'm just following the facts. I'm just following the facts. You watched it, right? It's a fact. It's only a few months. But why they not giving the schoolboy any credit? Why? You know why? Because it wasn't. They were trying to promote him. Y'all see his look. Y'all see his look. They thought they had something with him. Y'all see the look? And that's not his fault. Let me say this. It's not Fury's fault how he's being pushed on us in this country. That's not his fault. But he does understand the power of it. And he's taking full advantage of it. If we didn't do that, he wouldn't have a leg to stand on. No doubt, fam. Eunice, no doubt. This is our fault. This is America, man. This is as expected. So when Schoolboy won the belt, they put him on the front of Ring magazine. And you see him, he's a handsome, the year was 1989. He's a handsome white guy. And, they thought they had something. Got in there and lost the title the next fight. Next fight. There goes that. Hey, they tried. And he wasn't like trash. He wasn't trash. See that casino video? I've been around for a minute. I told y'all. I've been around for a good while. I've just been quiet. Michael B, what up? I've been here for all of it. I've been here for all of it. So when I talk to you about the LDBC, how I couldn't comment on channels without getting called, and this is before I was attaching my face to, because I have another account. It was a shared account with a family member. And I was just getting my feet wet with social media. And when I thought it was a nice place, the moment I picked a black fighter to beat any other ethnicity, before I had my face attached to my avatar, oh, you effing N-word, and yeah, you just rooting for these black. I'm like, how do you know what ethnicity I am? What are you talking about? You try to ignore it until you can't stand it, and then when you lash out, the owner of the channel will tell you to stop being racist. And that was your YTBC. And that's what we left. That's what 78 did. He said, you know what? Okay. Y'all want unbiased boxing talk? Not even unbiased. If y'all want boxing talk where you're not going to be under the threat of violence and racism, come talk boxing with me. And all the other brothers came over and followed suit. A lot of brothers fell off. They're turning tricks for views. And that's unfortunate. But like I said, time reveals all truth. Because those newfound fans that call you unbiased for turning on your brother, they're going to disappear when you have to impartially report that Deontay Wilder destroyed Tyson Fury. Because I don't believe you even believe your own nonsense. And I ain't saying no names, but it's a handful of them. But time reveals all truth, though. Don't? Yeah. So I proved my case. Language. Very important. Very important. Deontay Wilder will be victorious. All right? Dillian White is a clout-chasing fool who's married to a man. I'm going through that right now on my other post. All right? You can't prove me otherwise. All right? You can't. I just put out a video about AJ when he said that hey man, Deontay he basically said he never fought an elite fighter. He's not an elite fighter. We got boys waiting for him. Who are you referring to? Daniel Dubois? That guy? That eye is waiting for Deontay Wilder? That eye? Okay. Who? Usyk? You? Who ducked him for 2 years? You're waiting for him? Okay. Let's see what the UK got. Because Deontay wanted that smoke since 2017. Huh? This is ridiculous. And one thing I pointed out in that video that people don't like, I said, yo, I'm watching this video, and I got distracted because on my left, I saw some dude walking up the steps with no shirt on. Why, AJ? There's always some gay overtone with this guy. And then his fans get mad when we question, like, yo, what is that? Oh, y'all are just uptight. You Americans are uptight. No, that's gay. Every time we see him, he's with his boys. He's in a jacuzzi with his boys. He's on a yacht with his boys. He's on the beach playing volleyball with his boys. And I'm watching the interview, and I see a man walking up the steps 4 minutes and 13 seconds into it with no shirt on. How do you know he wasn't coming from sparring? He didn't look like he came from sparring. He looked like he was just hanging out. Y'all think I'm BSing about everything looking suspect with AJ? Fellas, explain this. There's no part of that gay thing that y'all like to talk about, this twerking thing. There's no part of that roast that you will ever win. Ever. What did AJ do right after he lost to Andrew Ruiz in New York, in my city? What did he do the next day, that Sunday? What did he do? And you know what? Only a person from New York would be able to explain this. What is the first thing I said? I said, okay, he lost. New York City is big. He didn't go to the Apollo on 125th Street. He didn't go to the Statue of Liberty. He didn't go to see the World Trade, Empire State Building. And he was on 34th Street. Empire State Building's right there. He could have went there, whatever. But what did he do? And I know he fought in the Garden. That means maybe he was staying right across the street at the hotel. There's a big hotel right across the street. He had to have been staying there. But where did he go? When that brother walked up on him, the only brother that recognized him, because he's a worldwide star, right? The only brother that recognized him walked up on him and said, yo, man, how you let the fat boy beat you or whatever? The only guy to recognize him. And I'm looking at the video. I said, oh, man, I knew somebody was going to get him. And he's at the basketball court. I'm like, wait a minute. That's West 4th. Wait a minute. Why is he in it? You know what that neighborhood is? What month is this? This is what they call, I believe they call it Pride Month, right? Okay. That neighborhood, and I'm not knocking that neighborhood. They got good live music, the bars there. You play the music, and you can actually, brothers, listen to me. You're in New York. You can take your female there and chill and listen to the music. But what I'm saying is, that's the part of Manhattan where that's their. You see Bert, you see the rainbow. That's their community. That's the community right there. You'll see it in the front of the restaurants and stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying, I'm not saying none of that. I'm not stupid. And I'm not saying it's a ugly place. Don't get me confused. None of that. I'm saying that that's what that neighborhood is. Now, I don't know where he was staying. If he was staying down there, that's another thing in itself. But I'm going to assume he was staying close to where the event was, which is right across the street at the Penn Hotel, Hotel Pennsylvania. Right across the street from MSG. It's right across the street. My question is, of all places, why is he way downtown? Far downtown. That's far from MSG. Why is he downtown sightseeing in the Village? Y'all still want to talk about twerking? Goofing around with family in front of his woman. I heard AJ got a couple of children. Never saw his woman. It's called a beard. As far as Dillian White goes, I think he is so about that life. I think he's so about that life. I think he likes one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. He's a power bottom. Y'all know what that is? Woo. I'm sorry, not that. It's called holy matrimony. It's called marriage. Y'all remember that Seinfeld episode? Not that there's anything wrong with that. Whatever, man. And it's not them with those gay jokes. It's the fan base. Beyonce Wilder. Twerking. This is a roast you will never win a day in your life. As long as I got that picture and that AJ picture and the video of him walking around in West 4th. See, y'all UK dudes, y'all don't even know what that neighborhood was. See, I know what it was because I live in New York. You don't just go down there and walk around. Like I said, man, they got jazz clubs down there. You go to your event and you just chill. They have a basketball tournament on West 4th. You go there to watch the ball tournament. But if you're going down there just walking the street to hang out, you're enjoying the company of your people. Like you go to a block party. You go to enjoy the company of your people. AJ was there enjoying the company of his people. 34th Street is 30 blocks away from West 4th. It's 30 blocks. Why was he 30 blocks? I can imagine him getting to a cab and saying, where's the neighborhood where the hang out? Boy, gotcha. Took him down there and just let him out the car and he just went at it. By the way, he didn't get swarmed. You know, worldwide stars get swarmed. If Mike Tyson was walking down the street, he got swarmed. Okay? Everybody knows AJ. Yeah, we know you're all right, brother. We know. Get it how you live, right? Oh my God, man. Power bottoms. Oh my God. Y'all need to stop, man. Language is important, whether it be in writing or through pictures. I showed you that picture of AJ and everyone said there's nothing wrong with that picture, but everyone else is looking at it like, nah. Dillian White. Oh, it's just a little gay joke. No, it's not. I actually believe he gets down like that. What grown man changes his name? Does anybody have a best friend, a male best friend, that will change their name to your name? If I had a son that did that, I'd be like, yo, your name is such and such. Why are you changing your name to that guy? What's going on with y'all? That's what I'm thinking. What's going on with y'all? Tell me what it is. And the only reason why I'm addressing that is because it gets brought to us all the time. What's wrong with y'all? Go back and look at the video I did. I did the Dillian White video as bait, by the way. I did it on purpose because I knew what was going to happen. Go read the comments in there and go read my responses. Dillian's married to a man, you lose this debate. Dillian's married to a man, you lose this debate. There's nothing you can say to me. The only male that I've seen with Deontay's last name is Marcellus. True or not? True or not? Bunch of doo-doo chasers over there. Pillow biters. And the reason why I'm pointing that out is because every time we turn around, these clowns are talking about twerking. Dude, stop. Y'all seen Deontay's fiance? Okay, at least we've seen her. What have we seen Dillian White do? Lay on the bed, get his chest slapped, and he's telling, don't take my word for it. You know how I am.
I'm on the bed now. We can do it here. We're not making a porno, Coogan. This is not a porno. This is not a porno. Look at this! Look at this! It's not a porno, bro.
Let me tell you something, man. I don't play like that. You know, you get the little things that get misconstrued. You say, oh, pause. You know, it's funny. But when you're with someone and all they do is make these gay jokes every day, you're like, yo, all right, yo. Relax. It was funny because it was a mistake last time. It was a mistake. You want to hear the funniest one? All right. Check this out, right? My cousins, right? Two of them, right? So I was at the house. So my aunt goes, Jay, go clean the bathroom. So he goes to clean the bathroom, right? So he's scrubbing the toilet. And he's like, yo, what? This is... So he goes, T. He's talking to my other cousin, his brother. He's like, yo, you normally bend over? He says, do you normally get on your knees to do this? And he says, nah, I just bend over. I was like, ew! Ew! Now you see, that's funny. That's funny. But just like that, it's gone. Yo, you normally get on your knees to do this? Nah, I just bend over. He talking about cleaning the toilet. But it was funny. That's not funny. That's not funny. That's awful. That's awful. There's no part of that roast that you UK dudes will ever win. Ever. Because if that's the norm for you, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to enjoy the twerking. Because I know you are. I just want to touch on that, like how they want to touch on Deontay. Anyway, accountability, right? Real quick before I get out of here. Language is important, right? Language is important. Interpretation is everything. Y'all remember when these fools said Deontay Wilder didn't want to take accountability for making those accusations, and he was embarrassed. That's why he ain't talking, things of that nature. Mike Coppinger and all these other fools. Well, where were y'all when this happened?
You've said things in the past which people have found abhorrent. They've accused you of misogyny, they've accused you of homophobia.
No comment, don't even go there.
But do you accept that you've got to win over a larger number of people coming back this time before you could be fully accepted?
No comment.
You don't want to say anything about that at all?
No comment.
People won't like that if they hear you no commenting?
No comment.
Okay.
I'm a boxer, I'm not interested in politics or anything else. Boxing only, thank you.
UKAD have upheld the...
No comment.
You don't want to talk about the Nandoline thing?
No comment.
The question that
Boxing,
we asked...
please.
Is
Terminated.
You don't want to talk about it, Tyson?
Next. Who's next?
All you got to do is let these fools talk, and they tell on themselves all the time. Where was Mike Coppinger when he did that? By the way, he was trying to ask about his comments about the gay community, by the way. So if he does that over there, and we're over here, he can do that over there, and we're over here saying, "Yo, this guy's a drug cheat. He has no license to fight over in his own country." Why is that not being talked about by Andre Ward, by Tim Bradley, by Mike Coppinger, by Kevin Iole, by Rick Glasser? And he's done things like this and gotten away with it scot-free, and then we're crazy for saying, "Nah, there was something wrong in that fight." And we're crazy. Mauricio Suleiman says we're crazy. We're just trying to take away from a historic night. You know, like how Freyshawn Cruz said, "Nah, there's something wrong with that." Oh, y'all bullying her because she's gay. The chick that came in the ring looking like Jaime Munguia. No, we're bullying her because she had big traps like Mr. Olympia. We're not even bullying her. We're asking a question. Could you get our question answered? And what happens? When we got the answer to that question, we found out that Freyshawn Cruz Dezern was jerked on that fight because she was fighting a goddamn boy. Someone going through the change. The Mauricio Suleiman didn't even apologize to us. Took him about 3 or 4 months to get her belt back. Shout out to Champ Side because he led the charge in that. Salute the Champ Side. Press one. They ran her ragged. Did Mauricio even apologize to the fans? But oh, I'm sorry. Y'all remember when that Japanese chick fought the WBC? I forget the Latino lady's name. But that chick had bricks in her gloves, and he was on it. Had the gloves right there in his office. He was on it. Remember that? But then when we talk about racism, no, you're a racist. You're racist. No, dude. We know what we're talking about. How about this? Yeah. We could be racist. Answer the question, though. We could have been bullying, what's her name? Because she was gay. Answer the question, though. Because what happened was when you got the questions answered, what happened? They were guilty. Right? When you got the questions answered, they were guilty. So with this Fury thing, answer the question. You're gonna answer the question, whether you like it or not. The media don't hold them to the fire. We do, because that's what we do. And on that note, Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Much love and appreciation to the chats, the Venmo, everybody, man. I'll be back with some more truth tomorrow. Love y'all. Move!